Hey y'all. What a day. So let me see what's going on. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get in here. YouTube has been down. Hey Cajun. Hey Khalid. YouTube has been down, so I'm trying to get it together. I'm a little discombobulated and disheveled. So while we're waiting for people to come in the room, let me get Cajun his description box. Okay, hopefully everybody is doing well. Hey Antonio, I know, right, Cajun? Thank you. Hey CL, thank you. So today is my birthday. Yes, June 11. I'm a Gemini. Shout out to all Geminis out there. But let me get Cajun his stuff real quick. And we can get started. Hey Renee, hey Michael, hey Grilla Gay, thank you. Hey James Lewis, thank you. I need to hear that sometimes. I appreciate that. Hey Mark. So y'all know, like, the most has been going on with YouTube. So at first I didn't really know what was going on. So I'm like, okay, have I been banned from doing live videos? Because I hadn't gotten any emails or anything, but they have been demonetizing like some of my videos lately. Like, they demonetized or limited the one I did about Snapchat and the filter, like the love has no age filter. And I was just like, but this is real life. You know what I mean? This is real life. This is happening. Did anybody remove their ads from Snapchat because of the filter? Did they remove their ads from Snapchat because of the love has no age filter? Okay then. So, but that's how it be sometimes. So, but eventually I am going to start linking my Twitter and my Instagram, and then I don't know if I'm gonna do a backup page or if I'm gonna do some type of like email database so I can reach out just to, you know. Hey Joe, hey Antonio, thank you. So yeah, I will keep y'all up on that and let y'all just keep y'all posted. But I'm definitely gonna do something. I have a Twitter that I don't really just use that much. And then I'm getting me an Instagram started for all of my like YouTube, all of my YouTube stuff, information. But yeah, Khalid said always have backdrops. Thank you, Teresa. Kenny said, hello, Sister Rhonda. Happy birthday. Hope you truly enjoy your special day and you have been blessed yet to see another one. Pieces. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. So I had so much fun this weekend. I basically did a tour of the Gulf Coast. I did a tour of the Gulf Coast this weekend for the most part. So I went through Pensacola, Biloxi, Alabama, went to George Beach. Lord. Yeah, I'm trying to say Orange Beach. Went to Orange Beach. Oh my God, it was so beautiful in a quick little, just a quick little trip that I needed. And so went to the beach, went to the casino, and ate at the buffet, had crab legs, which I rarely ever eat because to me it's just not worth all the work. Hey Daryl, thank you. Thank you, Akeem. But yeah, so went to visit my sister and her husband, and my brother was there. And when we went to the buffet, we met up with like some of my aunts and uncles. So thank you, Roger. So it was a really a good time. We went out somewhere in Mobile, like on a little strip or whatever. So it was like a few different little bars down there and stuff like that. You would have brought me a birthday cake, Cajun. That's sweet. But yeah. What did I have? I had a lot of cake. Today I went to this little like place that does like these gourmet burgers. Thank you, JT Mac. But I went to this place that does like these little gourmet type burgers, which was really good. And then I had this really tall like milkshake, and it had like drizzled hot chocolate and cookie chunks. And oh my God, y'all, it's so good. The shake is like this size. Can y'all see my hands? It's probably like this size. It's like $9 just for this shake, but they specialize in the shakes, and it's so good and probably worth the $9. And it was a treat. But I really enjoyed it. And now I'm gonna have to do a lot of cardio this week from all the doggone. Thank you, Morris. Thank you, Yo, right? And now I'm gonna have to do cardio all the rest of the week from all the freaking food that I ate. Hey, Diana. Thank you. But yeah, so it's been a really good weekend. And all the way up until today. So I really been enjoying it. But anyway, y'all, so I'm not going to be on here long. Like I said, it's something going on with YouTube. So I did get on here kind of later than expected. But as y'all know, it's a lot of changes going on. I've been talking about like censorship and just everything that's going on. A lot of people being censored. A lot of people think it's just conservatives. I mean, it may or not be mostly conservatives, but there are a lot of different type of people with different any type of political, social. Y'all keep dropping my phone. Thank you, Michael Ray. Happy birthday, Rhonda. You know I love you. Thank you. And Yo Ray said happy birthday, Rhonda. Thank y'all. Thank you, Paul. But it's actually a lot of people who, if what they're talking about goes against what the mainstream media narrative is, people are being demonetized. Their channels are being deleted. Some of their videos are being deleted. No, crap, I'm a Gemini. I'm definitely a Gemini, not a Cancer. I don't want to say anything bad about Cancers, but I think it's something wrong with Cancers. But don't tell nobody I told you that. Thank you, Palu. But so it's just a lot been going on, y'all. So now the crazy part about it is they have gone so far where now it's to the point where they want to they want to start banning what's called borderline content, right? So borderline content is, I mean, how are you going to define that? That is so like vague and empty, and anybody could just say anything is borderline. For example, I've mentioned this before, right? You can literally have someone over here that I would agree is what was the word I'm looking for? It's okay, so for example, like with the immigration thing, let's say you come across somebody on YouTube that's like, immigrants are this, that, and the other, using all these bad descriptors, right? Talking about immigrants, talking about them and any type of racist implications or anything like that. And then you have me over here that's like, okay, whatever, legal immigration is cool. We need to come up with a better system for immigration. Okay, so I'm sure at some point, some of these talking points are going to overlap. Who's sitting here watching these videos? It's going to be the algorithms that are going to have to figure this stuff out. And algorithms aren't that great. And so when you start making these changes, it's going to end up affecting a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to get caught up in the net. So thank you. Cajun, are you a Cancer? Thank you, Ann. Hey, Diva, happy belated birthday. We got Geminis in the building. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Masters Champ. But Pooh, they would not let me on TV. They won't let me on TV. I don't think I fit the mold for, what the media in its current state tries to do. And that's why the media is losing so badly right now. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit too, or whatever. Happy early birthday, Beats by Blue. But yeah, so this borderline content, like, what are you gonna do? Let me just read y'all a little bit of this article. About these. And this is from Forbes. And I guess this is kind of like an opinion piece. Where is my screen share? Thank you, Gerald. Gerald said, happy birthday, sunshine. All right, let's see. All right, so this is from Forbes. YouTube's borderline content is hate speech quagmire. I thought the biggest problem in 2019 for YouTube would be copyright. I was wrong. The year has instead been dominated by controversy surrounding how YouTube monitors its content. And these controversies stem from YouTube's two dueling desires: to be a platform where everyone is allowed to upload and find their audience, and the other is to be a platform that isn't manipulated to bring hate, violence, and misinformation to an audience of billions, from anti-vaxxers and conspiracy theorists using the platform to spread misinformation to secret pedophile rings in the comment section. YouTube's greatest problem so far has been its own users. In June, little has changed after claiming that YouTube did nothing to protect him from homophobic attacks and harassment from YouTuber and conservative commentator Steven Crowder. Vox journalist Carlos Maza accused YouTube of being a platform of monsters. It was a perfect time for a policy change, and YouTube had one ready, although The company had been working on it for months. A blog post on its updated hate speech policy came on the heel of the Mazza Crowder controversy on this subject. Within it, YouTube announced that it was expanding its definition of hate speech. Expanding its definition of hate speech, okay? Whatever that even means, to include videos that promote group superiority and those that deny that well-documented violent events took place. It additionally stated that it was adding penalties in the form of demonetization to so-called borderline content on the site, which was defined in January blog post as content that comes close to but doesn't quite cross the line of violating our community guidelines. Really? So comes close to, but doesn't quite cross the line of violating our community. Where's the freaking, where do you draw the line? Like, who's gonna say, oh, that was really close to the line, but not too close? Expanded definition of hate speech. So I told y'all why I don't support this stuff is because social norms, okay? What we say, the things we make normal, these social topics, they end up becoming law. That's what happens. And as much as I might not want to hear hateful speech from over there, I want the right to my own speech. So you infringe on that person's rights, you infringe on mine, and I want to be able to say what the heck I have to say. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny said, enjoy dessert on me, RhondaMary, for your birthday. Thank you. What? Hey, egg beaters. Okay, so we got another June 11 in here. We got another Gemini. That is so cool. Hey, Odinga. Happy birthday. But so let me see if I can find the updated blog post for y'all, so I can just read some of the things that it includes. And this is as we're going right into 2020. And I feel like something's going to happen because this is like kind of coming to a head and everything's happening and you're having these controversies and people are not going to get it until it comes back to bite them in the butt or it comes for their fave. And then you'll be able to see. But let me see. Hate speech. Let me see if I can find. Let me read y'all a little of this. And people think stuff like this is not a big deal, but it is. Do you want to, the word diversity is thrown around so much, but do you really want to live in an echo chamber? Do you really want to live in a society that's supposed to be diverse and people have all this freedom to religion and freedom to press and freedom to this and freedom to that, but yet everybody thinks the same? Every single where you turn, on social media, on television, everybody, like I've shown y'all those clips where you can watch different news segments and everybody is saying those same taglines and it's so creepy. It's like unreal. Literally, it's unreal. I'm gonna try to find one of those too. But anyway, okay, so this is the blog post that YouTube posted on June 5th. So over the past few years, we've been investing in the policies, resources, and products needed to live up to our responsibility and protect the YouTube community from harmful content. This work has focused on 4 pillars: removing volatile content, raising up authoritative content. Y'all know what that means, okay? That basically means that YouTube is turning into Daytube. Daytube meaning the voices that we've already heard. People literally got on YouTube to get a different experience, to have a voice or hear something from just your everyday average person, to be able to reach out to you, give you information, communicate with you, socialize, and these type of things. But YouTube is literally coming out and telling y'all, okay, screw that, screw what our initial foundation for this website and this platform was supposed to be, and we're gonna bump up all the authoritative content to the top. So I told y'all a while ago that y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but a few years ago when you used to get on YouTube, and like you could search anything, right? So let's say you searched I don't know, immigration, okay? You would have just regular people popping to the top. Now you have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Are you going to see CNN, Fox News, MSNBC? You may see RT News. You may see C-SPAN. That's it. The only way you're going to see regular people pop up to the top, you have to type in something like makeup videos, twerking videos. What is Cardi B up to? Well, not even that, because you're going to basically even see news sources on that as well. But they're making it very hard. Yeah, the Young Turks. Okay, reducing the spread of borderline content. This is what they do, y'all. What the heck is borderline content? When they can't put you in a box, they will make up new words. This is what these people do, y'all. They make up concepts, literally, as we go. This is just as bad as freaking toxic masculinity. These people make up concepts as they go, right? Because, you can't call it hateful. We can't just say you were outright hateful. So we still have to come up with another way to silence you. So let's come up with another term. Now we'll have everybody saying borderline content. This will be the new thing, right? And rewarding trusted creators, whatever that means. Thanks to these investment videos that violate our policies are removed faster than ever, and users are seeing less borderline content. I can't believe they actually saying that throughout this, like it's a real thing, borderline content and harmful misinformation. As we do this, we're partnering closely. Look at this, y'all. As we do this, we're partnering closely with lawmakers and civil society around the globe to limit the spread of violent extremist content online. So is this what y'all want? The lawmakers having their hands on the information available to y'all in all facets of life, from the freaking news to now the internet? Literally, they're telling you right here. They're not hiding it anymore. What type of people they're going to work with? Probably the Clinton campaign. I showed y'all a video where Hillary Clinton literally said out of her own mouth, she said if she could choose any other job in the world that wasn't the presidency, she would have chosen to be the CEO of Facebook. And they asked her why. And she said because she will basically, for lack of better words, be able to control the information that will be available to people. If that doesn't really say something about that person's mindset, like, I don't know what to tell y'all. We've been taking a close look at our approach towards hateful content in consultation with dozens of experts. Okay, who are these experts? In subjects like violent extremism, supremism, civil rights, and free speech. Today, we're taking another step in our hate speech policy by specifically prohibiting videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination, segregation, or exclusion based on qualities like age, gender, race, caste, religion, sexual orientation, or veteran status. Okay, so what about pages specifically dedicated to women? Or pages specifically dedicated to men? Are those spaces not going to be allowed anymore? What about spaces for children, like YouTubers who, like how far does this go? Anyway, so they're talking about Nazi ideology in here, but notice they say finally we will remove content denying that well-documented violent events like the Holocaust or the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary took place. Like, does that creep y'all out that the aims they are going to protect grown people from certain information? Like when you think about it, it's really actually creepy. And it makes you think if they go this far with social media, just imagine all of the cover-ups and the information that they have tried to keep us from in history, in science, certain cures for diseases. Just like, it's uncanny, really. I mean, it's just very weird. But so that's the new phrase, borderline content. Thank you, QT1. Exactly. Seeing Clip said spaces dedicated to LGBT will be deemed authoritative. But eventually, how are you going to maintain that? You can't. You can't. It just eventually it falls apart. You can't do that. Sinclair said Facebook and social media has more control over minds than politicians. Helena said, me and YouTube need to chat. My notification was late, shaking my head. You aren't the only one. Thank you, bro. And Soy Drawn Slayer said, I like YouTube, but they've been doing too much these last few years. So it's going to eventually get to a point where, like I said, something is going to come out of this because it has to get to that peak and something is going to shift. Just like when a lot of people started getting tired of Facebook, you had these other platforms that were opening as people were moving away from Facebook. You had Snapchat, you had Instagram, and then you had, what was the name of the app, y'all, where you could do like the really short videos? And they ended up like, I don't think they were bought out, but Instagram and Snapchat, it was like pre-Snapchat. Y'all know the app I'm talking about? That had got really popular. Vine, thank you. That's what it was, Angel Ashley. That's exactly what it was. So you will have apps like that come out of these things. But then you have Facebook that is so freaking big, so freaking powerful. They will literally either buy you out or knock you out. Because what Vine was doing, and Vine had got really popular and was taking off. And usually when stuff get popular, it like takes off with the teenagers and young adults first. And then that's how you know if something's going to be like really successful or whatever. And after that, Instagram started doing exactly what they were doing. So a lot of people were like, well, if I'm on Instagram and I can upload videos and pictures, why go over to Vine? So, but so that, Facebook is just too much. It's just too powerful. And it's just, I don't know. Like, I get freaked out when I think about it, y'all. I don't know if y'all do. But it's like they're just holding on for power so bad. Like, why are you so bothered by what? Like, we're supposed to have all these freedoms. I have the freaking freedom to believe in what you may call a conspiracy theory, whether you agree with it or not. And I think the best way that they should have done that is just gave people, notifications. Hey, this is the authoritative official information from our point of view. And here's whoever else. But don't tell me who I got to listen to and can't listen to. And so, and I'm like Angel Ashley, I barely get on Facebook now, like at all. Like, I'm literally just thinking about deleting it because I never use it. Paul said, I deleted my Facebook and I feel free. QT1 said, had been prepared and already had code language, we wouldn't have an issue. Too many of these apps and platforms are tied to Google and Facebook. And so my moderator about to get kicked out. Yeah, right. I'm just playing. I just lost my thought because of you. But yeah, I tell y'all, I think WhatsApp is also owned by Facebook, and you can be talking on WhatsApp, and then the next thing you know, you're getting ads for it on Google, Facebook. QT1 said, just think the black man put the internet on a map and he sold it. I hope we get in the frame of mind to stop selling and instead donate stock to our people. I get what you're saying, but the internet is so freaking powerful. I don't think it would have made a difference at this point. I really don't, because so many people have their hands in it. They're like, we're working with politicians. Everybody sees a potential. And then when you have these people with agendas in place, I don't know. But it looks like everybody's saying they deleted their Facebook. They just said time to develop another platform and cut them loose. They are trying to stamp out free speech, period. Absolutely. Yes, Tony. Tony said YouTube is trying to do the same thing as Facebook, telling us what we can and cannot watch. And this is the overreach I be talking about. And I needed to click with people. It's literally overreach. The government is not our parents. You know what I mean? So you literally have the government working with YouTube, and they're telling you right on their blog posts, we're working with YouTube to protect y'all, which really means censor what y'all can see, what y'all can know, what y'all can hear. That if that's not government overreach, I don't know what is. And it's only going to be a matter of time before, I guess it's the same, but on a lower level, you won't be able to speak out against the government at all without some type of punishment. Like, there's literally, or some type of, I won't say, I guess that is punishment, what's happening to YouTubers being demonetized and stuff like that, but y'all get what I'm saying. Thank you, Truth Seeker. Yes, Daryl. I really been enjoying it. I talked about it a little bit earlier lately, like what all I did for my birthday and what I've been up to. Yeah, right. Says Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp. So, so let me show y'all some of these. Let me show y'all just how much the people. This is when you know when people are willing to lose money, jobs. This is when you know the agenda is so strong with these people that they're willing to lose money. They're willing to lose subscribers. They're willing for people to go to other platforms. And people are telling you, look at the freaking stats. People are telling you, we're tired of the news. We're tired of the media. Right here, this was on June 3rd, okay? 2,900 people. 2,900 people have lost their jobs so far this year in a media landslide. So this isn't even counting last year, because I think I talked to y'all about this. Some job losses there were last year. I can't remember how many. CNN announced in May that 100 employees took voluntary buyouts, okay, amid debt restructuring by parent company AT&T. The same month, Gatehouse Media laid off at least 159 people. That brought the number of media jobs eliminated in 2019 to over 2,900, along with other layoffs the same month. The cutoffs follow layoff announcements at BuzzFeed, Verizon, Vice Media, McClatchy, Machinima, and Gannett, the largest newspaper publisher in the U.S. It's estimated that between 2014 and 2017, some 5,000 media jobs were cut from the market. 5,000 media jobs. This is how far these people are willing to go and double down. Most anybody, I don't know how many, business owners in here or whatever, but even anybody with common sense, just regular good old common sense that the good Lord gave all us. If you have a business and your strategy is not working, what you're doing is not working, you usually develop different strategies, different marketing tactics. You might have someone to come into the business to help save the business. But these people are so hell bent on doubling down, they're willing to lose 5,000 jobs. Okay? And it just shows you, like, and I bet most people don't even know this, but this is a direct response. This is a direct response from people like me and you who are tired of the narrative. We're tired of the same old. We're tired of the scheming. We're tired of the buzzwords, you know. But several. You just had HBO. This is from CNN Business. HBO cancels Vice News tonight, severing relationship with Vice Media. So the world the signs are on the wall. The world is literally telling you, we want YouTube. We want something different. We want different voices. We want a different narrative. HBO announced on Monday that it had canceled the award-winning Vice News tonight, ending its 7-year partnership with the millennial-focused Vice Media, which is implementing sweeping changes across its organization. We've decided not to renew Vice News tonight after this season, an HBO spokesperson said in a statement. We've had a terrific 7 years partnering with Vice Media, first the weekly news magazine series, and most recently with the nightly news show. So, news of its cancellation comes at a time of significant upheaval for Vice Media. The Walt Disney Company disclosed in its second quarter earnings report that it had written down 353 million stake in Vice Media. Vice also canceled Vice Live in April, just weeks after its debut, after failing to attract a new audience. In February, the company laid off 10% of its staff, or about 250 employees. You are so right. Johnny Cupcake said, because it's not about money, but an ideology to them. Thank you, Tanner. I just came to wish you a happy birthday. Thank you. Hey, Roland. I decided to go ahead and do a live tonight because I did so much hanging out like this weekend. And I went for a really good lunch earlier today. And so I wanted to talk to y'all since I hadn't talked to y'all in probably like close to a week, I think. But but this is the world we're headed to, y'all. I don't think we know what's going to happen. I guess we'll see as time goes on. Probably, like I said, most times you have a different platform that comes out of this. But these media layoffs is anybody that doesn't want to see what's going on. They just don't want to see what's going on. Like, they really legit don't want to see and want to ignore. And the stuff like this is what they slowly chip at, and it slowly slips away before you have none of it anymore. None of it any longer. I've showed y'all what's happened in China with their social score. Literally, they can stop you from traveling if they feel like you speak out against the government or you're not safe because of your social leanings or political leanings. They can literally stop you from traveling, going to different areas. And I mean, it's crazy. They limit the things they can see. And then these governments are getting so bad. I don't know if y'all know what's going on in Sudan right now, but there have been several deaths. Their government has literally like turned on them. They're killing people. I don't even know what the death count is. And I probably should have did a video on this because I don't think the media is talking about it a lot or whatever. But during this massacre that's going on, I mean, it's pretty much what's happening in Sudan right now. The government will shut the internet off so people won't know, outsiders won't know what the heck is going on. They will literally shut the internet off. I mean, that's about as crazy. That's about as crazy and as scary gets. Just think about like being trapped in the United States if they just wanted to lock some stuff down and you had no way to communicate with anybody outside of the United States and let them know what's going on, while the government is literally setting up to kill people in large rates all at one time. So, had y'all heard anything about what's going on in Sudan? If you have heard, press 1. If you have not heard anything about what's going on in Sudan right now, press 2. Let me know. I'm very interested to see Mr. Wusal, you are not trapped. You are not trapped at all. You can get a plane ticket and leave at any time. That's not comparable to what's happening in Sudan right now. So y'all didn't even know about these. Beast by Blue said the DR been wilding lately too. David Ortiz just got shot and 3 American couples died in the same. See, I didn't know. So it was the same resort? I didn't know it was the same resort. I just thought it was just across like different areas in the DR. But okay, so this is a lot of y'all first time hearing it. And see, this is what I be trying to warn people about, because people in Sudan don't have guns. They don't have guns. So when your government turns on you, why would the people that don't trust the government also turn around and advocate for the government to take their own ways to protect themselves? It really just doesn't make sense. And I don't think people put things into perspective. So I like to use these things as an example to say, look at what's happening in Sudan. Okay? Look at what's happening in France. Look at what's happening in China. Look at what's happening in Venezuela. But people are so in their little box thinking, oh, this is terrible. My life is the worst. The US is the worst. And I know everybody has a different experience. But when you see what's going on in these other countries, you can really start to put things into perspective. And perspective is important. We all need that. We all need perspective. But anyway, so let me tell y'all also about these deep fake videos, because I think we talked about that a little before, but let me show y'all this. This is also on CNN Business. Mr. Wilson, I thought most Sudanese were a mixture of Arabs and African, if I'm not mistaken. But okay, so this is by CNN Business. A deepfake video of Mark Zuckerberg presents a new challenge for Facebook. So now they got a new challenge, of course, of according to them. So I showed y'all the deepfake video, and I'm going to show y'all here too. But Facebook refused to remove a doctored video of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi last month. But this week, the company faces a quandary. Will it remove a fake video of its own CEO, Mark Zuckerberg? The video posted to Facebook on Instagram over the weekend falsely portrayed Zuckerberg as saying, imagine this for a second, one man with total control of billions of people's stolen data, all their secrets, their lives, their futures. Let me show y'all this. Oh.
One man with total control of billions of people's stolen data, all their secrets, their lives, their futures. I owe it all to Spectre. Spectre showed me that whoever controls the data controls the future.
Alright, so y'all see that. So, hey Lori, thank you. What? So we got so it's my birthday, it's Lori's birthday, and then I think we had, was it 1 or 2 other people whose birthdays are today? That's so cool. Happy birthday. That's so awesome. But so y'all saw that, right? And so let me show y'all. The video was made by taking 2017 footage of Zuckerberg and using artificial intelligence technology known as deepfake technology to manipulate Zuckerberg's face to make it appear he said something he didn't. Zuckerberg's voice is replaced by an actor's. So this just goes on, and I'll drop the link below. But some of y'all have probably been seeing this video, and then y'all remember the video of Nancy Pelosi where she was like stuttering, and people were just acting like, the video is so disgraceful, it needs to be removed. Even though if it was supposed to be a funny video, people do videos of people all the time and make it look like, their words are sped up or slowed down or just whatever the case might be. So I didn't get what was such a big deal about that. But let me show y'all how creative they are getting with these videos.
You know what I'm saying? My sister's name is Hennessy, right? So everybody used to call me Bacardi. So I always call myself Bacardi, right? And then it was my Instagram name, like Bacardi B. But for some reason, my Instagram keep getting deleted. And I think it was Bacardi that had something to do with it. So I just shortened it to Cardi B.
Oh my God, Cajun just made a good point. Cajun said, get ready for the video of Trump saying the N-word. So y'all know that. So y'all know I've been telling y'all forever. I'm still waiting on the tapes that Omarosa was talking about. Y'all see how fast they plant something in our psyche, and then it's just to never be heard of again, or whatever. It's so much stuff that the news will say and they never come back to confirm or prove, or even sometimes where they're wrong, they don't even come back to recant what they said, which is terrible and a disgrace to journalism. But anyway, y'all, so y'all seen that video, which was basically like a mix between Cardi B and Will Smith, right? And when you look at it, I mean, it's pretty, you can tell it's not real, but it's pretty good quality for where they are with these videos now. But this is one thing that these deep fake videos that I'm really, really skeptical about. I'm really, really skeptical about it. How Facebook and all these platforms are trying to jump in front of this so quickly. Jump in front of these deep fake videos and this deep fake technology. I'm just really suspicious about this whole thing. And something in me feels that this is just a ploy. Basically, this is a ploy to get ahead of some damaging information that may already be out there, or give a lot of these politicians an out, because we are constantly on our phones. We are constantly recording. We're on social media. You can record with the tap of one button. And this is one thing I don't trust. I really don't. You could probably, I don't know, y'all can label it as a conspiracy theory. I definitely don't consider myself a conspiracy theorist, because I literally show y'all like everything. I show y'all videos, I show y'all articles, everywhere where I get my information from. But this is one thing that I, at this time, don't have any information to present and say, something's a little fishy about this. But to me, something is telling me something's a little fishy about this whole deep fake thing. Like, I really just don't get it. But Odinga, I'm from Mississippi. But we're gonna see what happens. But Mr. Wusa said deepfake probably not even new to us, maybe. Possibly. But if it's not new to us, that would mean that, to me, it sounds like something the government or some type of agency or something would be behind. If it's not just regular people doing this and it's not a new thing, that means something is going on behind the scenes that I don't know. Like, I just I don't know. It just seems really fishy to me. So, but yes, Edward, I see a lot of trouble coming. I see the potential for not only a lot of fake videos to be made, but for real videos to also be overlooked. Like, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. That wasn't me you saw on camera saying something horrendous, doing something illegal. That was a deep fake video. And y'all know a lot of these politicians, news personalities, they lie. They will lie to the end. So just imagine. Thank you, Mr. Eastside. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep our eyes on it. It's kind of creepy. Like, it's a lot of stuff just going on right now. And a lot of this stuff is going to sneak past a lot of people if they're not paying attention. Yep, that's what I think too, Beverly. Beverly said when the real crimes come out, they're going to say they were doctored up. Absolutely. Third Eye said, word, they are preparing for a massive deception hoax. I think that too, y'all, because it's just too odd. I don't know. Just something about the whole thing. And then, honestly, technology is so advanced and people are so smart that I don't see how these videos wouldn't have been able to be made like years ago. You know, at least 5 to 10 years ago. Just because people are so crafty and always doing things anyway. So this comes out, these deep fake videos come out now when we're already kind of like in this war battle of the freedom of speech and, you know, and all this censorship. It's just really odd. DJ Nath, thank you. He said, what are your thoughts on how the government can separate terrorists and white supremacy groups who use internet platforms for other conversations without censorship? I will say this. The only people I think should be censored are the only people I think should be censored are people that directly call for violence. Period. That's it. For me, that is my opinion. It ends there for me. If they are not calling for like some type of violence or some type of violence, then I don't care. I don't care. I feel like Black people in general spend way too much time and effort focusing on who doesn't like them and things said that hurt their feelings instead of actual like policies and social norms that can impact their day-to-day life. I think that's way more significant than a person saying they don't like you. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, you know, when I was growing up, it was sticks and stones don't break my bones. Words may never hurt me. Now we're so sensitive. So, and like I said, it's levels to it just as often. And I mean, I'm just keeping it 100% real. I've seen some white people say some things that have been very questionable on the internet, but just as much as I see that, I also see Black people saying how much they hate white people or they don't like them, they don't like to be around them, or calling for, I don't know if you want to say uprisings or whatever the case may be, but my thing is you're going to have to keep that same energy. If those platforms can still be up, it's going to have to be the same. You can't, the easiest way to keep structure to things is to just make it black and white. Like, this is what it is, this is what it is not. What goes for one goes for all. That's just the most simple way to be. So And if you looked when I read that, that YouTube blog with the updates and stuff like that, it was saying anybody that promotes any type of supremacy or segregation, which what does it even mean? Like, they can possibly be banned or demonetized. So I'm just the queen of keeping that same energy. What goes for one goes for all. And I think that's the best way to just, because who's going to make these rules? Who's going to say, and then we live in a culture where you can switch out certain words. You can say the same thing. And I've talked about this before. You can say the same thing, but if you switch out certain words, then all of a sudden it's hate speech, right? Like when Simone Sanders said about the whole Kamala Harris thing, when Uncle Luke wrote that article about her, Simone Sanders was like, why are Black men showing up with their unsolicited opinions about Kamala Harris, right? But if you would have switched that out to say, why are Black women showing up with their unsolicited opinions? Why are white women showing up with their unsolicited opinions? Why are gay people showing up with their unsolicited opinions? Why are transgender people showing up with their unsolicited opinions? It would have been a problem. Like, come on now. That's just, you just fill in a blank and change a couple words. So I think people need to keep that same energy all the way around. When Simone Sanders said that, I found it just as offensive as I would have found it had she said, why are Black women, or why are women showing up with their unsolicited opinions? I felt the same exact way. I'm the same across the board. So, but so it is what it is. Angel X said, I was bullied my whole high school career and I had to suck it up. Beauty school, I had someone try and bully me. People are going to say ish to you no matter what. You got to have tough skin. I can't cry. You absolutely right. And then this is the thing. It is disingenuous and borderline demented to think that you are going to have all these groups of people with all these different racial backgrounds and racial makeups and religions and coming from these different communities and these different neighborhoods and these different levels of education. It is literally demented to think everybody's going to think alike. Everybody's going to like you. Like, who gives a crap? But let's focus on the type of education these kids getting. I'm fine with that. Let's make sure these families can protect themselves. I'm fine with that. Let's make sure that these people have freedom of speech. I'm fine with that. Let's make sure that people are not being threatened or harmed or physically abused or harassed. I'm fine with that. But to sit around just worrying about what some random person is saying on the internet, they don't like me, they think this about me, they think this about that, my culture, my people, my community, my whatever. Who cares? Life too short. But, thank you, War the First Horseman. Sinclair said, a lack of diversity of opinion with diversity of phenotype is a bizarre concept. Very bizarre indeed. Theta said many times it's not hate, it's just the experience that you have with people. Once you get to know people, you may think differently. Let me tell you this, Theta, and I'm glad you said that, okay? I think it's levels to it. I get what you're saying about the experience. I absolutely get what you're saying about that. But another thing is, and then I'm going to say this and then I'm going to hop off. Thank you, Sinclair. This is very important. Y'all follow me. This is why Theta talked about the experience that you have with people. This is why, whether y'all want to believe it or not, representation is important, okay? Representation is important. I don't believe in forcing anybody to represent me. I believe I have to do it myself. And I believe we have to make those own avenues for ourselves. But the way you're allowing yourself to be represented is very important. Y'all have to realize that a lot of people live in communities with people that look like them, probably think more similar to them, same type of social status, same type of demographic. So most times in these communities, people are around people that are very similar to them. And a lot of times, the most interaction people might have is the way that you are being presented on TV, social media, radio. This is why I'm 100% against promoting all this foolishness, okay? All this reality TV and this idea that all white people are like this, all black people are like this. When I was growing up, I actually thought all Asians were really smart. Like I literally thought that, not because I was actively consciously trying to think that or I thought they were superior, but every single time, the only time I would really deal with Asian people would be like going to different little stores, shops. And I know a few that went to like school. I went to school with and stuff like that. But I just assumed that they were smart because every single time I saw them in the media, that's what the media was telling me. So I took it for truth. And so we turn around and we get mad because people interact with us a certain type of way. But at the same time, that's how you're being presented. This is why I took up for Just Hilarious when, do y'all remember the whole situation with the Sikhs on the plane? She thought they were Muslim, and these Muslim men got on a plane, and she was basically nervous. She was worried, scared something's going to happen. If you are not interacting with these people every day, and every single time you turn on the TV and the TV is telling you these people are terrible, they're horrible, they will harm you, they're dangerous, they'll do this, they'll do that, that is a normal human reaction. So people are not wrong for that. And then people will be like, educate yourself. You need to educate yourself. Who thinks, let me go educate myself about people that I never met? Like, where do you even start? How do you Google that if you don't interact with these people? So it doesn't make sense. People just need to make stuff make sense. So this is why I believe, this is another reason why I believe YouTube is very important, because it gives another narrative. I just did that video last week about the Black women Democrats who are pro-life. And the media doesn't talk about that. So then you have, Black women across the globe feeling, ousted or feeling alone, because it's like, oh, well, I have to feel this way too because the TV told me I do, because CNN said so. I think because that's the only narrative I ever see, so it must be true. So this is why, man, like we have to be more supportive of the stuff we want to see. Like we have to do that. And us YouTubers, we have a really big responsibility to be a part of that, because we can reach so many people and we have these platforms, and it's like, okay, let me show you my real thoughts. Let me show you a different perspective from a young Black woman that you might not see on CNN. And yes, I can have on my hoop earrings, I can have on my braids, whatever, but yet the diversity is here. And that's what's important. So, but you absolutely right, Johnny Cupcake. It creates stereotypes. So if every time, you got some of these cities, y'all gotta remember, man, people act like Black Americans are such a huge part of the population. We're like 13% and declining. So you literally have some cities that have one or two Black people, if any, literally. And so if every time they turn on the TV, you got I don't even want to start naming people, it's not even that important, but you got all these reality stars fighting people, jumping across tables, throwing water and drinks on people, slamming glasses on the ground, and you have people fighting, and in every movie, we shooting up people and robbing them, and we're gangsters, and then when they run into you at the local bodega, I mean, like, and so it's super duper duper unfortunate. And I'm not trying to make excuses for people, but I've been a victim of it myself. So I can be honest and genuine about it, saying I've had some of those same feelings towards other group of people because of what's being presented to me. And I haven't had the chance to interact with them, so I don't know. I've always said I want to see more representation of like Indians on television, Arabs, Asian people, Hispanics, just living normal, everyday, regular life, like most regular, everyday people. Literally just living normal lives. You had Pete, I don't even know how to say this guy's last name, but Mayor Pete, y'all know who I'm talking about? Mayor Pete, the guy that's running, I think he's running for president or whatever. He was on some show with these two guys, these two Black guys, and I want to show it. I want to really demonetize me. I think I had it pulled up. But he was on a show with these Black guys. It's like a late night show, I think, or something. Buddha gig. Thank you, Michael, because I think seeing clip playing. But okay, Buddha gig. But yes, Lenny said Pandering Pete. I like that name, Pandering Pete. But yes, this man is sitting up here drinking a freaking 40 out of a brown paper bag. And it's like, he's trying to relate to, like, do you call that trying to relate? I don't drink out of paper bags. And like a lot of Black people don't drink, and don't just sit around in front of the playground just drinking. That's not normal everyday behavior. But TV would have you to believe it. And that's really disgusting. And so I'm like, does your manager just walk to you, your campaign manager just walk up to you and be like, I have an idea. Y'all can drink 40s on the playground. That'll have all the Negroes loving you. You know what I mean? Like, who comes up with this stuff? Because I highly doubt that those two guys did. Let me pull it up because I had it pulled up earlier. Oh, and my computer about to die, so I know I'm about to really get off. But let me see, y'all. Hold on. Hopefully they don't demonetize me, because some of y'all probably haven't seen this video. But I'm like, is that what you really think of us? Like, that's offensive. They think we're so dumb. And then it makes me mad because you have people, like you have the host of this show, and y'all are totally cool with it. Like, let me see, where is that video at? I just watched it earlier. Here it is. Let me show y'all this.
Hey, guess what? It's a fog of war. You want to see some magic?
And the whole thing, the energy was awkward. Everything was awkward. And I'm like, shoot, so when people see you and think you sitting around drinking a 40 ounce in front of the playground, I mean, this is the type of crap they're seeing.
It's a fog of war. You want to see some magic? Fog of the war. And we heard container. The letter not disclosed container. We heard you're a whiskey guy. Oh my goodness, that is nothing but top shelf for you. Wow. So, all right. I don't know if you want to sip more. Come here more often. Don't let the kids see. Right. Yes, sir. All right. A toast to you and to us, your new moon squad. All right. Mayor Pete. To the road ahead. Keep it low, okay? No problem.
And I'm not going to show y'all the whole thing because they probably try to do a copyright strike. I don't know. But really? Really? We went from saxophone to hot sauce to fried chicken to now we drinking liquor in the park. This is how people want to relate to people like me. Like, where are you getting this information from? Those are internalized stereotypes that tell you that I or people that look like me care about this, or this is effective. It's actually offensive. And this is what happens when people have been told, these will be the same people that say they care about you, you know, they want a voice for you, this and the other, but they still have these internalized thoughts about you, right? That you only want to be entertained. You use all these vices to suppress whatever emotions, your horrible, sad life. Like, what is that? Davu is on set. Pardon me a little bit. You're a beautiful Black woman. Happy born day. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And so you got the Black guys sitting right there. They're I mean, this is their show. I'm almost literally 92% sure they could have been like, nah, Chief, this ain't it. You know, this a little, you know, this a little out there. These people have a type of say in a type of representation that's happening on this show. And did they say anything? No. For what reason? I don't know. Agenda, a check, who knows? But honestly, it's a disgrace. So when somebody walks up to you and think that this is the type of activities that you do, or these are the type of things that's important to you, or this is how Black people behave, because this is the crap they're seeing, and this is the type of crap we accept. Thank you, Andre. And I haven't really seen anybody calling them out, Lenny. Not a news, not any of the news personalities, but let it be an ad for a product. Now everybody mad. But this is literally a politician that's trying to represent you. You don't have to buy anything from that store. And so this is what I mean when I say putting energy into the stuff putting energy into the stuff that matters. I would be way more concerned about a politician that could literally affect, you know, what's going on in my community, what's going on in the country, I would be way more, I would just find this way more important than some random crazy person on YouTube just saying stuff that I think is unpleasant or untrue or whatever. But so, Angel said, yeah, like nobody called out Joy Behar for wearing blackface one year for Halloween. This was like, oh, that's so cute. And one thing about me, and y'all please continue to hold me to this standard, but one thing about me, like I'm the same across the board. I don't care who you are, where your ideology falls. I don't care your race, your religion, your whatever. Like I'm like, keep that same energy. Like I don't care who you are. I don't care about your political leanings. If I find something wrong or offensive, it's wrong or offensive. If I don't find it wrong or offensive, it's not wrong or offensive. So, but probably so. Kaden said, I wonder if he's gonna go on a Breakfast Club. But yeah, so hopefully we'll start putting more time and effort into stuff that actually matters, stuff that actually will impact us. Like this whole censorship thing that I've been talking to y'all about. But anyway, so I've been on here for a while because I ended up getting on here late. Oh, and I didn't get off too early. I was like oh, thank you, Racer X. Racer X said, happy B-Day. Every time I hear you speak your opinion, I am informed and inspired. Every time I see your gorgeous self in your videos, I am awestruck. You are what I imagine when I think of angels. Keep up your great work. Thank you so much, Racer X. Thank y'all so much to everybody that has super chatted. Thank y'all. This was also a part of my birthday celebration. Hey, Kim. Thank you. Love you too. But yeah, that was really nice. Thank you, Racer. But yeah, y'all. So I'll probably be celebrating my birthday the rest of the week. You know, life is good. It's summertime. Thank you, Cool Gent. Thank you, Cajun. Thank y'all. And man, like, let me tell y'all. So y'all know I'm a little softy. And I'm real sentimental. So thank you, Manny. But when I be telling y'all support me the most to me, like literally, I just think this is just so dope. And I know my channel has kind of slowed down with how YouTube been treating me lately, but y'all have still been rocking with me, which I definitely appreciate or whatever. So that always means the most to me. So thank everybody who super chatted. Some of y'all cashed out to me and PayPal me earlier today, sending me birthday wishes and well wishes. I so freaking appreciate it. Thank you, Eliza. But all right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out here. I will talk to y'all soon. I do have some other videos that I want to do this week, so I do plan on doing it. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all. Have a good night. Don't forget to thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Bye.